Alright, this is part 3 of modeling the MedProbe, so let's get started here. This is our current progress, and I'm going to try to finish up the modeling right now. Alright, so I'm going to press 1 to go to front view, and we've got this stuff to do right here. So, alright, I'm going to select this part here, and in edge selection I'm going to grab this edge right there, Shift D and P, and break it out. And select it and set the origin of geometry. So I've got that piece right there. I'm going to go into edit mode and select it there, and we'll set the origin of geometry and Shift S, cursor to selected right there. And the other thing that we should be doing is going in and getting rid of any extra vertices that we don't need. There's a whole bunch of extra vertices that's going to affect how this thing rotates, so dissolve those. Right there, X, dissolve vertices. Okay, and these ones here. So that all we want to have are these ones here. At the end, those points there, and those points there. Okay, with that done, now we can take this Shift D, rotate Y 180, and then I'm going to pull this down into position so we get something like this. Okay, I'm going to border select those two and Alt M, merge at center, and then I can dissolve that vertex as well. Let me show you that that's working. There we go. Okay, good. Come over here and do the same thing on this side. All of those. There we go. This one's being a little bit difficult here, so I'm just going to delete that vertex and make a face there. So I should have just that. Very good. Okay, I'm going to scale this in a little bit so that it fits on the inside. There we go. And I'm going to put that together now. I can take these 4 points and make a face, these 4 points, and these 4 points. Just like that. Excellent. Okay, let's give this thing some thickness. Pull it in a bit. Flip any polys if need be, and I'll move the actual thing inside. Take a look from the side and in wireframe. See if I can see anything. I can't really see exactly where it's supposed to be, so that doesn't really matter to us. Okay, that's on the inside. I'm going to set origin geometry and even Shift S, cursor selected, bring it in a little bit more. Okay, so now we're going to create this stuff here. So I'm going to edit mode, and I'm going to select this face and I to inset, pull it in like this, and then scale that in the Z a little bit and match the diagram. Alright, we're going to pull in E and pull in just a little bit like that. I guess we can't really see how far to do this, so we'll just do it by eye. I'm going to select that again and inset again. Come all the way down to around there, and I'll try to match the diagram by scaling. And this one I'm going to pull in somewhat further. Okay, now I think what I need to do before maybe I do that, I'll take the, I'm going to take the back of that and extend it. All right. So I'll just pull that in further. Hopefully that won't give me any problem. Okay, now let's try that again. Am I ready to inset? Yeah, I'm just going to pull it in maybe to there. Okay, so this is what I've got, and it shouldn't be visible through. Okay, so now I'm going to come back in, and then I've still got that face selected, or if I don't, I'm going to reselect it. I'm going to Shift D, take it, and I'm going to pull it out, and look at the side view, and get this to match up with the USB. But I'm going to scale it a little bit on the side, make it a bit smaller so that it would fit. E to extrude, and pull it back. E and S, E, bring it back the length of the USB, just like that. Alright, so that would fit right inside there. Okay, cool. Now let's make the cross, and I think for this I'm just going to have to just do my thing here, do basically anything to make a cross. Alright, let's see here. Let's take these ones and scale them in the Y, and these ones, we'll scale them in the X, just about like that, and then I'm going to put one more here, here. I'll grab these and I'll scale these in the X so that I can grab this piece, and then just by eye, that's probably okay there. Let's see if that looks like a cross right there. Like that, okay. Maybe I'll hit I to inset, and then E, I'll bring it up a little bit, and it may be a little bit different in size, and maybe I won't do it like that. Now, if I really want to match the diagram, make it smaller, or am I okay with it that big? Maybe we will make it a bit smaller. So look from the side. I'm going to scale this in the Y. Am I going to scale them in the Y? Yeah, I should be able to scale these in the Y. Oh, looks like I've got some extra ones. I'm going to dissolve those edges if I can. Let's try moving these. Okay, let's actually dissolve those. Alright, we'll dissolve the vertices. Let's grab these instead. Actually, let's take the whole thing in W, remove doubles. That'll make it a bit easier for us. Okay, so from this side, scale in the Y, and I'll bring them into the diagram position there. And then I can't see, so but I'm going to have that piece. What exactly am I going to have? Now I got myself all confused. Guess I can follow this like this. Alright, so I can get that piece, and that might be, is that just fine right there? Where is this thing right there, those ones, the one and that one. Okay, I think we got it, guys, I think we got it. Alright, there. I don't think I'm going to have it up that high. Although that's pretty much the diagram. Yeah, that's good right there. There we go. Okay, we got our cross on there. Cool. And then we'll come up to the front here. And I'm going to put 2 edge loops just like that. Let's look from the side. And wireframe. Can I see anything? Alright, let's there are the holes there that I want to make. Alright, I'll just do that then, and I'll just put let's see, maybe we'll take these. Are those too far apart? Let's be a little bit closer, eh? trying to decide what to do. I could do this. Probably wouldn't be a crime. Be all right. All right, so that gives us that thing right there. Cool. Yeah. I'm just looking at this. I'm not crazy about these pieces coming that close to the edge, but I think it's all right for now. All right, so now what else have we got to do on this end here? Okay, we got some little screws. Now, can I just grab these? Let's go in and select a piece and Control L, Shift D, and P. And grab that. Bring it out and around. And I wonder if I can still do that. Let's rotate X90. There we go, good. There we go. And let's bring that into position there. And we'll look from above. Pull it in. Okay, Shift D. Let's do this by eye. Shift D. Maybe I'll select them all. Go into individual origins and S to scale. Make them a bit smaller. Okay, so we got those bolts in there. We're going to make what I intended were like little resistors or something like that, sticking in there, and that'll do it, I think, for this back panel here. So let's select two of these and Shift S, cursor selected, so I can bring my 3D cursor there, and I will hit a cylinder. I'm going to go with 12 vertices and no fill. No fill, no frill. Let's look from the back there. And we're going to roughly line this up here. I'll do it like that. Select this edge. And I'm going to bring it up to here. And put an edge loop in there. And then I'm going to Control B, bevel it. And I think I'll go E and Alt S. No, that. Let's get out of individual origins. Alt S. And bring it like that. Take that edge and that edge. Actually, I'm going to take this edge first. I'm going to pull it up, give myself some more room. I'm going to take the two edges here. And scale this in the Z to give us more thickness. Like that. Let's bring this out. So I have that piece. Not going to look exactly like an electrical resistor, but it's some kind of design. Yeah, so I got that piece there. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select that and Shift S, cursor to selected. And I'm going to look down from the top. I could do this out to the side. It's probably easier. Let's do it that way. Okay. And I'm going to curve this. So I've got my 3D cursor right there. And I want to make like a rounded part there. So I'm going to hit N, and I'm going to come to the 3D cursor on the side here. And in the X direction, I'm going to slide this so that my 3D cursor goes out to the side a little ways. Nice and level with this. I'll zoom in to see this. Okay, I just moved the 3D cursor numerically instead of clicking by hand, which I could have. Then I'm going to come over here to Tools, and I'm going to choose a Spin. And it goes all weird. I'm just going to change the angle to -90 instead of 90, -90. And choose the number of steps and number of sections. And whatever, you can mess around with that. I'll leave it at that. And you can see that it curves in, but I realize now that I don't want it this thick. So I'm going to step back for a minute and bring the cursor there. And I am going to do this. E and S, I'm going to scale it down a bit. And I guess I'll extrude out and leave it a little smaller. So I'm going to scale shift Z. I'm going to do it like that. Okay, a little bit different, but okay, now that's cursor selected. Now I'm going to open up side panel, 3D cursor location. I'm going to slide it out a little ways, and I'm going to hit spin, and we're going to get this effect. Go back to solid view. Oh, I am a solid view. Okay, just like that, and it's relatively long. That's okay, and then I'm going to select it all, and I'm going to copy this thing, Shift D, rotate, am I rotating X 180? Okay, bring it down to there. Grab both of those. That's just because my image is on top. Control E and bridge edge loops, and now I can actually, I'm actually going to need those edge loops probably because I'm going to put on a subdivision surface, so I'm just going to leave them in there like this. Okay, so now I'll set the origin to geometry, and I'm going to rotate this now. Rotate Z 90 minus. And we'll look from the back, and we'll try to just make it a little bit smaller, or maybe what I'll do is I'll be going to be pushing it in like that, and so I'll just center this thing up. Scale it down a little bit too. I mean, that's basically what I had. It is a little bit of a shame to put a subdivision surface on this, but I don't really care. So we could put 1 and smooth it, or we could put 2, and you know, could take these to do something. You know, it's just a detail that's just never going to be seen really. It's just too small. So I could leave it at that. And so I'll just copy it over. Yeah, I think that's it for that stuff there. All right, so let's go back and have a look at this. So I pretty much made that. I see my cross is a bit smaller here. Let's just have a look at this here and decide if I want to just scale this by pulling. All right, no one's going to see any difference. So, okay, and I think the final thing. Did I do that hole? Didn't do that hole. So let's do this first, though. Let's do this area here. Let's grab this edge. Is there any difference if I grab that edge? Maybe I'll grab that edge just to be different. Shift D and P. And let's move it out, and let's go in and have a look at the vertices on this. Okay, so we got some to get rid of. Dissolve. Just those, very nice. Shift D, rotate Y 180. Come on down. Yeah, just like that. And border select those, merge them, and dissolve. That worked out very well. merge those and dissolve. So I've got that. Let's make a face. Select and flip the polys. And now, this one I'm going to do a subdivision surface on. Let's give this thing some thickness. And we'll go ahead and put on a subdivision surface. I can move it in a little ways. It's not going to use a bevel, so I'm going to, I mean, geez, a Boolean would be really nice to do on this. I could do it and be done really fast. I'm just trying to decide which one I want to use, and it wouldn't give me a problem in this model at all. And it'd be so easy. Well, subdivision surface is not so bad, but you know, I have half a mind of showing you the Boolean method. Well, not much to show you, really. It's very straightforward. I mean, let's assume I was going to do that. All right. I would just simply add a cylinder, but I'm going to make it high poly, so it's a bit smoother. You make it even more. I'll go to 64. I'm not going to be keeping it. Rotate X90. Scale it. All right. To the size of the hole. Make sure it goes through. I may have to cap this thing. So I think I will. Just with a face like that. What am I doing? Select your object. I'm going to keep the bevel. No, you're not going to see anything. Boolean, I'm going to bring it up above. Difference, and I'm going to select that. Apply. That's the bevel, right? Yeah. I'm going to hide that. Select those and smooth. And I would have my hole, and it would look just great. I'm going to get rid of this cylinder. I'm going to use another one, but a little bit lower poly cylinder. I'll make this 18. No ends. Rotate X90. Scale it down to fit the hole. Side view. This is basically what I'm making right here. I'm going to scale it a bit more. Hopefully it still fits the hole. I'll drag this out. E and S, scale it down. Now it's a little bit easier to see in vertex. E, come out. S. Select this edge, and I think I will bevel it. Control B, bevel back. Put a segment or two, like that. Let's try a subdivision surface on this guy. Bring that in. Smoothing. Just like that. Okay, we can try solidify, see how well that works for us. I'm going to bring it above the subdivision surface and just bring it up a bit. Apply. And then come in and just tighten this up a little bit with some edge loops. And that would be our probe there. And I can make it a bit bigger so it fits the hole. You know, so I mean, I used Boolean because it's a nice flat surface, and I didn't see a problem with that. What I also want to do, I think, is select this edge because I'm going to make these little things here. So I'm just going to copy that circle essentially. think about how this is going to go. Well, first of all, let's extrude it back. Flip the polys. I actually may take this out as a separate object. P, separate by selection, so it's its own object. I just copied the geometry to start off. And let's see how I'm going to do this here. E and S into there, I believe. E, I'm going to come back a little ways. Oops. E and S to here. E, and then come out a little ways. Go like that. I believe that's what I did. E and S and E and Alt M. And it's already subdivision. Like that. I don't know what that is. Something on the end there. There's another one there. I'm going to bring an edge loop in here, slide it down there, and I now have, I believe, the face or faces I need. To make this thing. Now, here's the thing though. Can I get rid of an edge? I mean, there might be multiple edges. Can I get rid of this edge now? It's the middle one. Why does it go down along the side there? I mean, you got the wrong one. Let's just see if I can get rid of this. X dissolve. Nope, I can't. That didn't go well. Well. Okay, never mind. I'm going to take these. Okay, that's where I'm going to make my hole. I'm just going to find an angle that I like, and I'm going to go E, and I'm going to push it along its normals. And I'm going to X, delete those faces, and delete those faces. So what I'll do is I'm going to isolate this, Shift H, so I can see better what I've got here. Okay. Okay, so what I'd like to do is just take these edges here, and I'm just going to look from here. Look. Temporarily, I'm going to hide those. There we go. And I'm just going to drag this in. Let's put the background images back. And let's come back out. And bring everything back. And that's fine. And let's just take this. Okay, in wireframe, is it? Bring that back in front of the wall. Okay, so I mean, obviously you can see on the inside. And I think we've modeled pretty much everything there is to model on this thing. And I can come over to shading here. And then just put on matcap and choose the same one I had, and just as in comparison, all right, we just look around it. Okay, one thing I could do, let's make it a little bit different. Now this is not overly circular, but I'm okay with that, as I can select all of this stuff here, E and Alt S, and just bring in an edge loop down here. And here, not too tight. And it'll look a little bit more like I had it before. See? This looks a little bit different, but otherwise it's very, very similar. Okay, I put a bit of text there, but you can see, you know, that it's a very similar model. All right, so that would cover the modeling. I'm not sure about if I wanted to add any materials to this to do that. It's basically colors. All right, but you could do that, and that would look really cool, I think. So I think we've done what we came here to do. I hope you enjoyed that, and I certainly did. Thanks for watching.